What an awesome opening, Chris. Welcome, everyone, to another fun, enjoyable evening celebrating our Disney social media community and focusing, obviously, on the YouTube premise. Dad Builds, what another incredible opening. I love the musical entourage you put together. That was pretty fantastic. Tell us a little bit about your thought process putting that together.
That one was fun. I was just trying to get a little excitement and a little happiness with all Mickey and his friends and everybody. So that one was a fun one to put together. Once I heard the song, we had a direction to go. So.
I absolutely loved your timing on the dancing. When Chip and Dale first came flowing in and they were bouncing right to the beat, seeing Donald at the end with the horn, loved it. Bluey was over the top. People in the chat were going crazy when Bluey came over. It is a celebration of Mickey and Friends this time. This is our 6th installment of our Disney YouTube series of recognition. It is our virtual Hall of Fame for Disney social media with a focus on YouTube. And we are excited that this time, I have the buttons actually behind me. We'll talk about those in a couple minutes. But our 6th installment, we came up with the concept of Mickey and Friends. These are Mickey Mouse and the core, along with some of Mickey's friends from throughout the Disney universe. And we're going to talk about some of those tonight as we go through and roll with it. So Chris, let's get started here tonight and have some fun here and get some couple things of business out of the way before we start some of the recognitions here. First, Chris, we had 20 channels that started this. We had one channel come in, one channel leave, but these are the 20 channels at the core that bring you this event every time, plus myself. I'm the 21, but these are the 20 that I put together, and I just want to humbly say thank you to all of them. According to Shep, Brandy and Dave, Corey Meets World, Dad Builds here with me today, Dinners with Donna, Diz Our Dream, Dole Whip Dad, LBV TV, Magical News Live, Mickey's Magic Meg, Myers and the Mouse, More Sunshine Please, Mouse Talk, Resort TV 1, Rob Fuzz, Steve's World, That Crazy Disney Lady, Team Marie's Place, Viapree Project, and the WW Couple. So we thank you. We started this whole concept with 20 channels coming together to want to recognize people that were good in doing great things in the community, positive attributes, and it evolved from there to where it's going. So I'm kind of excited about that. Some good channels in there, Chris.
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of the ones that really started the community too. So it's an impressive list there.
Absolutely.
And I'm honored to be a part of it.
We're glad that you are. And it's about this community, but it's about the Disney community as a whole. We're trying to expand that and welcome that in. Previous, we had these buttons that were created. First couple ones, created by our friend Josh, who's no longer in the community. But Dad Builds has taken the reins since then and come up with some amazing ones. We've got Muppets, which was our first installment, Pixar, our second, Star Wars, our third, Marvel, our fourth, Villains, which was a nice change last time. And then, of course, these five. Chris got it there. It's an important part of this that people get a commemorative button.
Mm-hmm. It is. I keep mine right here on my desk that I was inducted with. So I think everybody kind of takes a little pride in these.
A little bit of pride in them, yeah.
Yeah.
And my son hand initials and numbers every one, so everyone gets an induction number as they go in, which is really cool, and we're excited about that. We've got a website that we put together. Everybody should know about. If you don't, we want to make sure that you do. Dad Builds has helped me. I want to throw a shout out to Whether or Not with Jesse for some incredible work on refinishing, touching up the website, really bringing this segment together. We're very grateful to her for her support on this website, and I'll flip through it a little bit right here now, just so you can see. On the website, everybody gets a recognition induction number and a logo. We have the 4 brands up there, so you can see like our number 1 person to go in was Joey from It's Joey's World right there, and he went in under the Muppets montage. That was our first one. Everybody has a number next to them. They have their name. They have their channel name and a logo if they have it. And it goes down there. Ryan McDowell, Brandy, and Dave. You can see who they all went in. And this goes all the way down. Everybody seems to know their numbers as you talk to them. I'm not going to go through the whole website here. It's at PeteMcDevittShow.com. One of the moderators can drop it in. There's a link at the top of it that says YouTube Hall of Fame. DYSR Series of Recognition. And as we go down here, I'll skip down real quick. That's the first. So you can see the next segment comes up. It tells you why we're honoring Pixar. And then it goes down and the numbers continue to go on there, which is really exciting. Chris, I love the fact that everybody gets an insignia character to go with them. That can be theirs and can also get a number, kind of like the Football Hall of Fame as well.
Yeah, very much. It's something you definitely kind of grow attached to. I'm Boba Fett, and that's one of my favorite characters. So
that's cool. I do take a lot of pride when I see people in your stream on Saturday nights when you're going or coming into one of my lives and they're dropping their number. I'll challenge the chat. Well, I know we're not talking with you guys right now because we got a lot to get out. If you're having fun in the chat tonight and you're inducted, put your number and your character into the chat right now. Let people know about it as they go. Chris, I think the other thing that's cool about this is the fact that as people are inducted, they help to vote in the next class. So we should put that out there. Exactly. That as you get in, when you're inducted in, you now get to vote on the next incoming class. Everybody gets 7 votes only to write down, which is kind of cool, and help to bring in the next group behind them. So it's the 20 channels, the everyone that's inducted, and myself. If a channel is inducted, they don't get 20. They don't get additional votes. They still get everybody gets the same amount. So it's not any extra over and above. We will also highlight we have an oversight committee of 6 creators that oversee this whole thing, including myself. I believe in a system of checks and balances for ensuring integrity in how we do this in ethics. And the oversight committee can also make some adjustments as needed on this. So it's really come together well, and I'm kind of excited about it. And we'll talk more about the voting process and all that a little bit later on. We couldn't do this, Chris, without who? Who couldn't we do this without?
An amazing sponsor.
An amazing sponsor. What a transition, Chris. And we got a surprise tonight, everybody. Joining us on our show tonight, it is Tommy Corner Sports. Tommy, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Good, guys. How are you guys?
We're hanging in there. Good, Chris and I have been keeping going here. Tommy, I tell you what, let's talk for a second here. I know Chris wants to ask you in a minute just about your business and what all you're doing, but I want to start before we get to that because the business is important. But first, I want to ask you, what does this mean to you to be the only sponsor of this whole thing, to be somebody who's a backbone and a pillar of this community helping out to make this happen? When we came to you and brought you the concept and everything, you jumped on board right from the get-go and you said, I'm in as long as it's positive and going good. What does that all mean to you?
It's tremendous because I see what you guys do. I mean, you and Chris, but, realistically, this is Pete McDevitt. He started it. He did it. And the work you do in the community is and it's just a little part of me. It's no big deal. It's just I feel like I'm helping out. And some of the people that are in this, we all say it all the time that some of these people you meet, I've met tons of them now. We, down at the parks or in person or whatever that I know. They're just great people. I mean, I've been involved with groups before. I'm a car guy. I met car guy people, and they're great guys and all that stuff. But this is like a step above. I mean, it's like sometimes it's like my wife and I kid and say, should we even be involved with these people? Are so nice. I mean, they're just so wonderful. I mean, it's just everybody goes out of their way, and everybody's got stuff on their mind and stuff in their personal lives and stuff. But it's just fun to be involved with it, and if it's on one little piece of it that can help out something and keep the thing going, that's what's great about it.
Well, I love hearing that. I know Chris was waiting because Chris had questions too as we brought you in tonight. When I told him Tommy was coming, he's like, "Oh, I can't wait to talk to him." Chris, you had a question for Tommy as well, right?
It's just great to see Tommy again. I met Tommy back in November at the big meetup, and
Yep.
Such great people, such a good business too. Everything that you might need sports wise, or if you want logos on shirts and that sort of thing. What you tell us what all you can do there, Tommy. Tell us a little bit about the business.
I mean, we're a sports store. We're in our heading into our 43rd year, and hey, everything changes over the years. We still do a lot of hockey business. We still sell baseball stuff, but I'm not going to try to compete with the big box places like the Dicks and all that. I focus on in hockey. I focus on little kids, like when they're starting out. So if I can get them in the door and sell them stuff when they're a little kid, maybe they're going to come back over the years, and that's been very successful. But one of the biggest things I love is, and I've always loved this, I love the team business. So, like I can go to a high school hockey game, and both teams out there have got jerseys on that I designed, I made, and we do a thing called a tackle twill lettering and all that stuff. And then we do a lot of work for other stores. They send us their work, and we have a big embroidery department. We got a big what we call tackle twill, which is sewing on stuff. And a little thing right now that's going crazy for the holidays is varsity jackets. I mean, varsity jackets have been around since the 50s, and and they're kind of cyclical. Some years you sell a lot, other years is not as many, more. But it's just a thing that we do. But it's just, and it's like anything else. It's, you guys know for sure. It's something, if you don't like what you're doing, that's the old expression. If you don't like what you're doing, you're not going to enjoy doing it. But I mean, seeing a little kid with our uniforms, and we talk about it, and Claudia and I will be in the mall somewhere. Well, not in the malls that much, but we'll be outside somewhere, and we'll see a shirt on a kid, or we do a lot of uniforms for businesses. Some guy, whether he's got a landscaping, a plumber, a hairdresser, we've done stuff for everybody. I mean, I could talk for hours, and we got some crazy stories about some people that we've done work for, and it's just been incredible. And this is, like I say, it's just a way of giving back, because I do get some business out of the community one way or the other. And
you do. Let's highlight that for a second for people that are coming in. You can do business stuff for creators that have stuff, but you could also do stuff for people that are going down as a group or a party. If they hold family of shirts and stuff like that, they can come to you for stuff like that as also, right? For like trips to Disney.
We do it all the time. I mean, I've been hooked up with Josh and Jenna from Resort. I mean, and then we started with the dad stuff and the Wahoo stuff, and then I come up with it, But it's just enjoyable, but also too. So I mean, hey, if even if you're not going to Disney and you've got a small business somewhere, hey, I ship all over the country. I've shipped. We got an account that we do work for every year, and they have offices all over the world, and they buy jackets for everybody in it. We got to send them all over the place. I mean, it's just awesome. Lockheed Martin.
Let me ask you this, Tommy. As we're going here, because I want to jump and get to these things. I know you want to get to the announcements tonight too, but let me ask you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hold this. I want to do something a little different. I want you to see everybody going in tonight, And then Tommy, would you do us a favor? Would you close out the show with us tonight? We weren't planning
No
on
problem.
it. I want to close out the show with you. I want to do something little, Chris. I want to throw a curveball, Chris. I'm going to close out the show with you tonight. Here's what I'd love to hear from you. At the end, when we announce all these people in and we're sharing the button out, I'd love you to come back on. You were inducted in just recently. You and your beautiful wife were inducted into this YouTube Recognition Series Hall of Fame with this recent class. I would like you to tell a little bit about what that meant to you when we come back and close out. Is that good by you?
No problem.
I would love to do that. All right, more with Tommy to come. Let's get to the show. Tommy, thank you. We could not do this show, guys, without Corner Sports. He covers 100% of the cost of everything, and that's buying the buttons, shipping the buttons, all that kind of stuff. It's all Tommy, Corner Sports. If you have a chance, please support him. Tommy, we'll talk to you a little bit later in the show. Can't wait. Chris, let's jump over to Let's talk about a couple other things here. Let's talk about the charity that's going on in the community right now. I do want to highlight this stream is completely unmonetized, so I just want to highlight these real quick, Chris. Nick, Magical News Live will be going live tomorrow with Enchanting Magic. Full charity, directly to the charity. I want to recognize Donna Jaworski. Donna Jaworski will be going live coming up, I believe, the 27th, I think it is, for her 3rd annual cookie baking marathon fundraiser. That will be amazing. And Corey Meets World, his Magical Night of Hope on December the 6th. Now, we do not have all of everybody's charitable work that they're doing yet, Chris. I know there's a lot more coming, but I know you believe in a lot. Support these charities and everything we can.
Those are some really big ones. Nick, I know, has got a lot of things planned for his coming up.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow, I believe that is, yeah.
So,
and then Donna's is always amazing. That's just a wonderful day to spend with Donna and see all that people give to give kids the world and everything. And then, of course, Corey's got such big plans for that event this year.
And there'll be others. There'll be others. And as they come in, I'll make sure that I'm letting everybody know about it. We did have one change in everything we wanted to let everybody know about. We're transparent about what we do. Dole Whip Dad has decided to take a step away from the Disney community. If everybody's aware, Dole Whip Dad was one of the helped founding all this. He was part of the oversight committee. He was also part of the presentation group when we do the presentation. I respectfully accepted his resignation as he's stepping away from Disney to focus on other content. So we've asked and has been accepted, and it was approved 100% by the oversight committee that Tina Marie from T. Marie's Place will be stepping in to take his place. One thing about it is we are a welcoming, open community, and we're just trying to expand our horizons. So bringing another lady's opinions in, I think will be great. Dad Bills, I know you were happy about that. It was a good transition to bring Tina in.
Yep. Wonderful. Hate to see Dole Whip Dad take a step away, Jeff. Good guy, but wonderful to have Tina come in and kind of fill his spot. And
we thank Jeff for what you done, buddy.
Absolutely.
We truly appreciate that. Let's talk about this real quick. I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, but our friend Katie Wyron, she shorted it to KDY, has created this Disney YouTube series of recognition logo. She did it all gratis. She didn't ask us for anything. She just went and did all this extra work to support us, like several others have that we've recognized tonight. So, Chris, we just wanted to say thank you, right, to Katie?
Absolutely. Beautiful work. Thank you so much. It's nice to have an official logo for this series now.
Absolutely. It's kind of cool to have something to work with. So let's talk about how it's going to run tonight so that everybody knows. 1,300 plus votes were submitted on this event. 1,300 plus votes. Everybody that will be recognized tonight had a minimum of 2 nominations. Many of them had a lot more. This is the most votes we've ever gotten in. It's also the highest amount of people that have ever received 2 votes or more. We also had the highest percentage of new names submitted in on write-in votes. We do have a voting ballot that goes out to every distinguished member of our program and also to the oversight committee, but they can do write-in nominations. There was a lot of write-in nominations this time, so that was pretty impressive. Nominees will be presented tonight in groups. We want to make sure that everybody knows that Chris and I randomly put these groups together. We put all the names into a randomizer. It spit them out in the groups. We told them how many we wanted in a group, they gave them. There is no plan of any way the names are coming out tonight. So you could be the first name written and not going in, and the last name on there and going in. It doesn't matter. We want to make sure that that's clear. Okay. We also want to make it clear that while we're only going to be reading off 140, 150 names total, I think it is. There was over 220 names that came in this time. There was 60 to 70 people that received only one nomination. And the biggest thing that we can tell Chris is tell them the best ways that they could, if you're trying to get recognized in the community, to be recognized for this. What are some of the greatest ways to do that?
Stay positive, stay active in the community, keep doing good stuff, and just say hi when you're in chat. If you're watching, if you're streaming, keep up the good work.
Share people out.
It's going to be recognized. Share people out.
Share people out. Be a moderator if you're asked to. If you're a creator, keep working hard and putting out positive Disney community stuff. When there's charity things that happen, get out there and be a part of it in one way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be giving money. You could be just constantly sharing out a charity event that's going, big or stuff like that. If there's people that are in need or help of something in the community, just be in active parts of the community and you will over time get recognized. At the end of the show, when we get done all of the nominations, we will also show you the limited edition button for this event. It's off the chart. Chris really hammered it home. Lastly, we'll tell you that we're going to read a group of names. Then we're going to show you tonight for the first time, Chris, we are unveiling characters, correct? That's a first.
Yep. Got some good ones to unveil. This is going to be kind of fun throughout the stream.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So let's jump into it. Let's get hot. And let's go with the first 35 names or so, 30 plus names. It's nominee announcement time. All of these names that I'm going to read tonight are eligible to be inducted in fully on the December the 10th show. I'm going to apologize to everybody because I am going to turn my head to the big screen over here. A little bit easier for me to pull out the names. Chris? Here we go. Group 1 of names of eligibility, and congratulations to everyone for hearing your name read tonight. It's special when other people write your name down. We're going to start it off with Brian K. Here for a moment. Let's go wait in line with Trish. Swish Willie and Disney. Zippity Doo Doug. Disney Fanatics. This Diz Life. Jeff Condon. Make It Blue Caitlin. Taylor Made Magic, Mr. Willie 95, Zoel's World, Provost Park Pass, Brian's West Coast Disney Adventures, Phantasmic Chronicles, One Man's Dream, Catherine Wilby, Texas Takes, Paul Engel, Best Life and Beyond, Five Fires, Julie McCowan, Miss Cherry's Channel, Theme Park Steve, AFA Addie Family Adventures, Emma and John, you're welcome. That's a great channel name. Stevie Lee, Rich and Star Show, Marguerite Nagy, Adventures by D, Tom Does Disney, Brian and Amanda, Chris Dye, Julie Young, Touring the Galaxy, and Big Matt. That's a solid group. Just start out there, right there off the box, Chris.
Yeah, some great, a little bit of everything there too. You got some of the big channels. One Man's Dream. You got Theme Park Steve, who's doing really good stuff. Touring the Galaxy, who we love to see out dancing to the M80s.
Yes.
And then all the way down to like Paul Engel. Catherine Wilby, a lot of great people that are mods or just active in the chat and really big parts of this community.
Absolutely. Some great names in there. Good luck to everybody on your chances for the December 10th. That's only the first group. We got a couple more coming. Chris, let's run through some of these characters real quick. Here, first one up, we got Bambi. Bambi's going to be a character.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones there.
It.
Love that one. Baymax. Chris, great call out. Love Baymax. Great. That's a great slide you created. Absolutely.
I like that one.
Love Baymax. Love Baymax. If you like the characters in the chat as we go, give me some thumbs up with that character's names in the chat as we're doing it. Let's look at this one. One of my favorites. It's Chip and Dale. They're going to be together, correct, as we go at this time?
They will be.
Okay.
Yep.
Chip and Dale together. I like it. Let's look. Oh, Daisy. Now, Chris, did you do this so that Daisy looked like me and she only had one hand? What is that, Chris?
No, not at
No,
all.
okay. You
Not
didn't
at
do that.
all,
All right. I like Daisy. That's a great call out. Core character. And, oh, this is a good one. Clarabelle Cow. That's awesome.
Very popular.
Extremely popular. You know what? I didn't realize until we started talking with people about the importance of these different characters, how impressed that she was on that. So that's a good one. Good one. Okay. We'll give you 5 characters at a time. Let's look at some more nominations and knock them out here. Let's go to the second group as done by the random generator here. Second group by the random generator. We are going to start it out. Mickey Blog. Congratulations. Car Key. Debbie Bernfeld. Another Disney podcast. Disney Worlders, Dan. Joey D, JSA Creations. Mickey's Girls. Theme Park Baza. Anaheim Park Tourist. Ava Loves Disney. Sarah Bush. Theo, Sam Eagle. Anna Butler. Midlife Vibes. Aliens Wear Green Hats. Dad Got Parks. Our Disney World Fix. Gene Fitzmagic. Jan S. Disney. Angela Minta. Resort TV One, the West Coast Crew. That's a group nomination there that came in. Right in. That was a good one. Happy's Haunts. ALJ. Disney Dynamics. JD Prigg. Michelle Nichols. The Kershaw Adventures. Great UK group right there. Bloom and Cheesa. Geeking Out with Melly Mel. Perfectly Cat. Hang with Mark. That's a great new channel you brought me up to. Somebody nominated them. Detroit Disney Duo. Mrs. Galaxy, not TTG. Mrs. Galaxy got her own nominations. Andy J. Disney Pin Blogs. Waltograms. Michelle the Quilter. And Debbie Thunert. Debbie Thunert. That's your group there, Chris. Tell me about group 2.
Again, a nice widespread. And it's nice to see some of these that have really grown over time. So there was a couple in there, Pete, that we highlighted in the going to 1,000 and have gone way beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Ava Loves Disney, Hang with Mark, several channels in there that it's been nice to see kind of grow and on their progress and all. But then again, you've got members of the chat, Andy J, Debbie Bernfeld, who's so near and dear to a lot of us. So yeah, it's nice to
a
see
great
a little
mix.
bit of everybody.
It's a fantastic mix. And I'm also, Chris, I think we should highlight after the first 2 groups, in this time, on this vote, I had a lot more California Disneyland channels, people that were recognized here, which was first for me. I actually had a couple channels that received multiple nominations that we said tonight that I had to go, well, who is this? I'd never even heard of them, but they received multiple nominations. So I had to go and take a look. So that's interesting there. So, all right, let's jump into the next band of characters here. Oh, a good one, Chris. You pulled out Wally.
Wally's one of my favorites.
He doesn't get as much love as he should. I love it. So he'll be one of the characters for our presentation show in December. Who else we got? Oh, yes, master of ceremonies himself, Donald Duck. I love how you outlined all the characters for this show with the color behind them, Chris. It's so unique. So unique. That's very cool. Oh, this is a good one. Dumbo. Yes. Dumbo, a great Mickey friend. A great Mickey friend. Yep. Love it. I love how we're getting some of the unique different characters for this. I'm excited about this. Core character. You got to have him. Got to have Goofy. Got to have Goofy.
Can't go without Goofy.
That's a good. Oh, Chris, I like this one. Jiminy Cricket. Yes. That's a good look. Gosh.
Maybe one of the smallest characters, but one of the biggest as far as importance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I loved you. There's some great characters that have been picked out here. I love it. Let's jump over to group 3, talk about group 3 in the nominations. This group wasn't as big, which is nice. The first 2 were a little bit bigger. I think when we threw them in a randomizer, it pulled a couple more names, but it is what it is. I don't care as long as it's doing it right. Let's talk about group 3. All these people, like the first 2 groups, will be eligible to be inducted in coming up here on December the 10th. Katie Y, Kenneth H, Tim Pruitt, AAA Sparkles, Chronicles of Heather, Here with the Years, Lori French, Talkin' Mickey Project, Bob Shalvoy, Gitchy, I love that name, Vincent Vision, good creator, Rope Drop, Disney Up, Boiler Up, Nathaniel Bells, Andrew Bidding, Phantasmic Ears, Our Castle Life, Crew It Up, 1313, Flippers Pool, Anthony the Molar Man, Kyle Paulo, Disney Connections, Have a Wonderful Day, Mary M.Y., the Great British Mickey Waffle. They do a great job with their stuff over in the UK. Busy Getting Disney with Wes. Hayes Family Vlog. I wasn't familiar with that one. Good little channel after I looked it up. Pearl Manhattan, Years of Ears, and One Little Spark, JL. Great group, Chris. What do you think?
Nice. Another good group. Solid. I mean, it's it's a shame we can't induct everybody here, Pete, because all of these are such
all these are worthy.
Good, yeah. Such good people and doing such good work. So.
And we had one of the tightest races this year. We literally, the last 7 spots of eligibility to go in were being fought for by like 12 or 13, 14 channels at one point. It was crazy. It was because all the votes were so tight as they came in. So again, congratulations so far. For that so far. We got 2 more groups that will announce them in. This is where you're throwing me a couple normals, but a couple curveballs here in these characters. Let's take a look at the next group. We're going to use Judy Hopps. That's cool. I
like Zootopia.
Yes. This is a cool character. I like this one. Oh, another twofer. Lilo and Stitch. Yes. I know a lot of people would love to be Stitch. I know there's a lot of people. Jenna would probably pay off somebody to switch, but we're not going to allow that. We're not going to allow that.
Yeah.
There.
That's kind of a fan favorite one.
Yes, it is. Mickey, Mickey's at the core of everything. Happy birthday, Mickey. Belated, by the way. Hope it was good. Oh, Chris, great. I love it. Curveball. Miguel from Coco. Really good. Love the outline on him. And of course, Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse will be a characters. If you're coming in late, you're wondering, hey, what's the characters are showing? These are the characters that are going to be tied in with each person that's inducted. That's kind of what we do. It's a homage to the character, and it also gives a person, they can go out and get a shirt or a hat or something that says, I know like Rob Fuzz carries R2-D2 with him wherever he goes and says, hey, I'm R2-D2. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's get into the next group, Chris, of people here. These are also, again, everybody will be eligible. It's a limited group on December the 10th. Let's listen to see who received 2 or more nominations. This group, again, all done at random if you're coming in late. DWG Adventures, Not Bad Parents, Sherry Awesome Sunset Travels, For the Love of the Mouse, Chasing Dreams with Mike, Piano Rob, Wendy Lou Who, Florida Park Explorers, Cricket Fox, Simba 2, Amy H, Disney Park Blog, Genie 52573, Mickey Sightings, The Roscoe Mothership, Cinder Alley Loves Disney, Ian B, Pigalatrusky Loves Disney, Adventures by Carney, that's a newer channel that's come around, Fresh Baked, California channel, Orange Clone Vlog, D-Lo's Diz, great podcaster over in the committee, that's good, Mike Beachman, Christie's Corner, Oodalali Lane Kate, Chip and Co. Kadani Sean, Carla and Kiko's Adventures, Doreen Jones, Gary B, Kim Stallworthy, OYBY. I wasn't sure what that one was, but they received more than 2 votes. And Tommy and Stacy Living the Magic. Tommy and Stacy absolutely received nominations this time. Their kids went in, but they did not, so they received nominations this time, which I thought was cool. Chris, next to last group of people, what are you thinking?
It's just such a good spread. I mean, you've got D-Lo's Diz that's been doing podcasts and in YouTube for a long time now. Chip and Co. that helps us on Friday nights with the news and merch, all the way down to our friends Carly and Kiko, Doreen Jones.
Yes.
Just such big parts of the community. The Roscoe Mothership, who's been modding for years for a lot of big channels and stuff. And so it's just nice to see all these people and see their names.
Absolutely. We got one more group still to come. Let's look at this next group of characters that we're going to go through here. And we've got Pete. He's a villain. We love him. You know what? He is a Mickey friend. I give it to you that. That's a good one there.
Yeah.
Peter Pan. Oh, and I love the character that you use, Chris. That's a good one.
I like that one.
That's a good one. Oh, Pinocchio.
Thank you.
The list is strong this time with unique characters, man. I really, really am excited about this. Oh, at the core, could not have it without Pluto. Great job. Love it, Chris. Great job on all these, all the layout. Chris did all the layouts of the top slides with all the characters for us to help me and everything. So thank you to Chris on another excellent effort there putting the character together. We got one more group of characters and one more group of people. Don't forget, we've got the button reveal coming up in just a little bit here. Button reveal in just a little bit. Let's talk about group 5 of eligibility for this time again. Congratulations to all these amazing people. Let's go down it. Dana Marie, Lady Jammers, Team Snaggin' Whiskers, Space Mountain Dave, Fun and Fancy Free Floridians. You loved me having to say that. I know you did. RVing to Disney, Hatbox Ghost, Mr. Cheesy Pop out of Cali. Nice, Mr. Cheesy Pop. Disney Circus Girl, Trippin' with the Turners, Dean the Turkey Langster, Jill Watchbrick, Whether or Not with Jesse, Jennifer Piccolo, the Curtis Family, Disney Stranger, Lila Rose, Texas Takes, Dave K, Mousepiration, Noel Bobo, Walkin' with the Woods, Monorail Molly, Magic for Four, Raleigh Creative, Jesscott Disney, Shelley Starwalker, Mike Klemovich, Adamsland out of the UK, DVC Sharon, Mark Daniel with Disney, Downscale, Jeff C, and our last one to receive it. And again, they could go in just as much as the first person. Congratulations, Park Hoppers was the last one to get their name. So I thought, what an incredible group of people that are being recognized this time. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. We'll talk about it again at the second in a minute. Let's take a look at this last group of characters that will be utilized this time. It is, oh, yes, one of my favorites. Doesn't get talked about nowhere near as much anymore. I love that. I love Roger Rabbit. I wish it would have been Jessica, but I'll take Roger. Tinkerbell. Somewhere Joey's throwing a fit that he's not Tinkerbell, but that's a good one. Love it. Tinkerbell. Winnie the Pooh. Yes. Winnie the Pooh.
Yep.
A great one. Nice. Yes.
Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. I love it. Wreck-It Ralph. That's awesome. And Horace. You guys went with Horace. We don't talk about him.
Horse collar.
Horse collar.
Not a lot of in the more recent stuff, but very important back in history. So.
Yes, incredibly important back in history. Now, Chris, what I think we should tell everybody is we have picked our selection for every time we do this. We honor someone of historical importance in the community that has done something to bring us so much magic over the years. In the past, we've done, obviously, Steve Jobs. We've done Walt. We've done so many great ones as we've gone along as we do it. And this time, we said, let's go to the musical side of it because we haven't done really much we've done theatrical and stuff like that. This time, Chris, we are going with John Williams. You almost can't have some of the music we listen to without him being involved.
I mean, you think John Williams and you think instantly movies and trailers start popping in my head. Star Wars, Indiana Jones. It's amazing to look at his catalog of music. So important. So yeah, it's nice we kind of pay a little tribute to him.
I agree. It's exciting. So, we've got the characters shown out. We've got all the names there. Of course, everyone is eligible. Again, we want to, on behalf of Chris I, the Oversight Committee, and on behalf, speaking, politely on behalf of everybody that's been inducted who was part of this voting process, congratulations to everyone who had their name read tonight. It means that someone that's in this, already been inducted or part of the 20 channels, took the time to recognize you to say, hey, you're doing great things in the community. You're a great channel person. You're a great moderator. You're out there being supportive. You're sharing people out. You're liking videos. You're doing all the things that helps this amazing community grow, because when we all help each other, we all win. So that's pretty awesome, Chris. I'm truly excited about that and looking forward. We only got 23, 25 spots. It's tight to get in, right?
It is. It is. And like I said before, everybody on that entire list that you named out in every group, such awesome people. I was just thinking back as you were reading through all of those. It's amazing how many good friends I've developed from those people, just from this community, and how amazing it is to be able to connect with people.
Absolutely.
Here,
I'm
so.
truly touched by it. So the way it's all going to work, and we're going to show the button in just a minute and then get ready to close things out shortly after that. We will be on December the 10th. We will be announcing all of the recipients. Everybody's a winner. If your name was read tonight, you're a winner. If your name wasn't read tonight, you're still a winner. It's just that you haven't been recognized yet. Maybe you like to be a ninja watcher, and that's okay. We need those people in the community. It helps to keep it going. But to get more out there and get more involved, that's how you'll get your name recognized and known. Chris, I know we had a lot of names read off today that maybe a year ago we didn't even know that are now part of this community. We had some people whose names were on past lists that we didn't read, but a lot of them have moved on from outside the community and doing other things, and that's okay too. So if you have any questions at any point about getting your name read on the list, what you can do in a ethical, proactive way, we will gladly reach out to me by email. I'll gladly share ways with you to help you grow your channel, help you get out in the community, suggest channels to you that you could go and see and all that. We would do that here. So let's go over and remind everybody real quick again. The December show, December the 10th, is the induction ceremony. Mickey and friends, you'll hear me talking about it on my channel. We'll be promoting it hard the week of. We definitely want you to jump over. Let's go right now, Chris. I think you've worked really hard on this, and I can't wait to hear your thought process behind it. You have hit grand slam home runs every time you've done this, and I'm extremely proud. Ladies and gentlemen, unveiling the button for our 6th segment of the Disney YouTube series of recognition, our virtual social media Hall of Fame. Chris has come up with this home run. Chris, tell everybody a little bit about it.
Well, it's Mickey and friends, so I had to have a little touch of Mickey in there. And I wanted to get all of the characters incorporated again because they're such a big part of this and so important to a lot of Disney history and everything. So that's what I came up with, and I love this quote from Walt. You were kind enough to let me use that as the perimeter this time. Laughter is timeless, imagination has no age, and dreams are forever. And that sums up a lot of this community for me and Disney and Mickey and friends. So yeah,
Mickey and friends.
That's
you hit another home run with this, Chris. You take the time to go through the thought philosophy of the message that we're trying to bring, and the message is the power of positivity through what Walt has created for all of us who love Disney, who bring this. We can do a lot with it if we empower and help each other and choose not to be negative and try to tear each other down. The amazing things we could do, and I just am blown away. I love the idea of changing the concept with the quote. I hope that a lot of people are putting that quote in December the 10th and putting that quote into the chat that night, because not only is it timeless, it can do a lot for us. The friendships that we have. Yeah. There's a lot of people that have made friendships through this community that would have never, I don't think Chris and I would have ever crossed paths had it not been for Disney. And God bless that happened. So that's so cool. I'd be remiss, Chris, if we didn't bring in to close things out with this, our man Tommy, who's been here. Tommy, you were inducted with the recent class, you and your beautiful wife, Claudia. Let's talk a little bit. What did that induction mean to you?
It's unbelievable. I mean, I know it's mostly channels. It's funny, at the very beginning, Claudia and I would say, and I say, I don't know how these guys do it. I mean, it's so much work that goes into to putting a channel. You've got to have new content. You look at it sometimes and you go, oh, that's easy. You just walk around a park with a camera. But you guys know there's just so much more to it. And yeah, you can do it once, but I say, so I always looked at you guys as amazing people, doing all this stuff. And some of the guys that you inducted tonight, some of those names, they're customers of mine. And the other great thing is some of those people I've met, at get-togethers down when the Pete Palooza that we went to last year, or the event up in Connecticut with this and that. So once you get to meet a person, it's even better.
I think it's cool that you brought that up because.
Thing.
Well, let me just highlight one thing, and then I'll let you go. I think it's great that you did bring that up just now because people are getting together and doing things outside of just being in Disney, and that's a great point that these relationships are going. Go ahead, Tommy.
But one thing you did, and Chris was saying, those sayings that Walt had and the positivity that this whole community has, and we all know there's a lot of junk out there. The crap we got to deal with day in and day out, and whether it's on the news or whatever. And if you're going to bring positivity and just, sit back and have fun and laugh and all, I still laugh at some of the stuff that Pete has on his Sunday night shows and some of the questions he's asked people. It's just funny, and that's what it's all about. But, getting recognized and getting what we've done is we've made those pins into Christmas ornaments, and they'll be on our tree every year.
That's a great idea.
Nice.
That's a very cool. You know what? We might have to, Chris, talk and see if I can get the oversight committee to allow me to create some Christmas ornaments that maybe we could make, and maybe the cost of them could go to one of our friends' events for Give Kids the World. Maybe we could have something where people make a donation for one of them, and we'll set it up as an ornament, and the money can all go to that or something. We could figure that out. We'll think about that. That's maybe something we could do to help. Real quick, Chris, we got Tommy's on board with this for the long run with this, which is a beautiful thing. We have already chatted about what are our next 2 events for next year. We already have them ready to go in the hopper that we've planned them out.
We do. So I guess you want me to announce them, Pete?
Go ahead. Yes, absolutely.
So the next one that we do will be our princesses and princes. So
that'll be spring.
That'll be spring, getting very royal with that one. And then the next one for next year will be Disney Sidekicks.
And that'll be next fall. And that'll be all unique characters. Hats off to Steve from the World for coming up with some great ideas on those. I asked some of the group that we have for our oversight committee for some ideas, and we lined some stuff up. Prince and princesses together, 2 characters together. We'll be able to play homage to that. We might also tie in some prince and princess villains with that we didn't use in there, because that could be tied into that whole philosophy. And then, of course, the sidekick ones, that can be when you have some great ones that, like I didn't see Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and that would be one that I would throw up and say, hey, guys, we should look at Huey, Dewey, and Louie for sidekicks. So I hope you've had a great time tonight. Thank you for Tommy for all he does. Thank you for Jesse for helping with the website, Katie Y with the logos. My ultimate respect and love to Dad Builds for everything he did with helping us put this together. Thank you to the 20 channels that are part of it. Thank you to every member of this. If you've already been inducted and you took the time, the few minutes, what's it take, 10 minutes? To sit down, go over the voting ballot, and send it back in so we could make sure that your vote is counted so the right group goes in the next time. Thank you to every member of that. Tommy, I guess there's only really one thing to say to everybody now, right?
Yep. We're going to see you all on December 10th, and you better be there.
Love it.